It's the last podcast of the year. Hope you have had a wonderful year filled with gaming and whatever else you like to do. Being passionate gamers or gamers without time, we all know that you're looking for the next big thing. So as a middle-aged gamer, you are paying less. So here are some of the things to keep on your radar in the coming year.
All right, my game is Saints Row. I want to add a number onto that, but no, there's no number for this Saints Row game.
It'd be 5 then, no?
Theoretically.
It's just Saints Row.
Okay.
Developer is Volition. Publisher is Deep Silver. Expected release date August 23rd, 2022. So still a good 8 months away. Of course, genre action adventure, open world. So I never played the first one or the second one, I believe. I played 2 of these or maybe 3 of these. I can't remember now, but I'm like, this is one of those games where I love the soundtrack. So I have like both soundtracks on my computer, and they have like a lot of like British rap and other sort of cool music. And it was just really fun. Really, the most recent one was like very outrageous, you know, having like Superman powers and Matrix style being in the world. But I think the one before that, you know, with the gangster stuff and running your own crew, that was also really cool. It was a very accessible game. Like one of the things I think because I bought the GTA 4 and 5. I've never played them because I felt like GTA took itself too seriously. Too much like talking and dialogue and say, go here, do this stupid thing. Why? Does it add to anything? No, I don't want to look around your city. It's not beautiful. I don't care. I just want to do the stuff and get powerful and be awesome. And that's what Saints Row does, is Saints Row gives you the power back. Now, what I want to talk about for this game is I don't know a lot about it. But one thing that was mentioned by the developer is they want to take a step back from the most recent Saints Row, where you are in this Matrix-style universe and you're fighting aliens, and they want to go back to sort of reality, which I thought is a really cool idea. And some people might not like it because, you know, the unreality of the last game was a lot of people did like it. You know, the super speed, the super sprint, the jumping over high buildings like Superman is really cool. So they did mention, the developer mentioned they want to take inspiration from John Wick, from Baby Driver. They want to get like an action movie feel, which I think is really cool. I think there's a lot of stuff you could sort of do in this kind of game, in the sense, like if you can sort of, I'd love, because I mean, John Wick, right? They had John Wick Hex, and there's another game on Steam which is sort of does this sort of like action gamey sort of scene where you can like throw this guy over, kick this guy in the torso, you know, vault over the table, shoot this guy in the head. But there's no game that does this in like a beautiful sort of 4K universal style that you can kind of see as you're watching the trailer at the moment. So, and I think in the last few years, I haven't seen anything that's really sort of captured the action movie experience with the way it sort of happened in movies in the last 2 to 3 years, with the special effects and bullet time and the really cool things you get to see. So I'm looking forward to that, you know, and I'm hoping it'll sort of, that this is probably unlikely, it'll sort of cater to, you know, middle-aged gaming and say, okay, you get to play 1 hour or 30 minutes, and there are missions for this and there are missions for that, and I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, that is my game that I'm looking forward to 8 months down the line. It was kind of hard to think, actually. And as you guys are talking, I'm like, oh my God, there's another game that I want to play. But this is apparently what came to my mind when I thought about something.
So do you think that they are taking the fact that there's no GTA 6 in view to say, let's try to do a bit more, to bring our universe a bit, you know, down to earth, a bit more like GTA, to kind of take the spot and, you know, conquer the market like this?
Oh yeah, dude, I didn't even think about that. You are totally right. I think that is definitely a valid reason, because people are looking for this sort of gangster style open world game, and it's definitely going to corner the market. I haven't seen anything for 2022 similar to this out yet, or coming out.
So it could be a big break for them.
Oh yeah. But I mean, there's already a loyal audience. Like I can imagine, depending how things come up to the day, I might actually, even though I know Antoine says don't pre-order, I might actually pre-order this.
It depends. If I don't know the Saints Row series, to be honest. So if it's a series which usually delivers properly on time, then fair enough.
I haven't had too many problems. Like I think I pre-ordered both of these, and I pre-ordered a whole bunch of stuff back in the going back years. I've only really had problems with a few games, probably out of a good, maybe 50, 60 games I've pre-ordered. I've only had problems with about 5 or so.
Okay, Adam?
Yeah, no, I haven't played a Saints Row game. The way my friend described it to me was, at least the first one especially. The first one was kind of a GTA knockoff, and then the second one was kind of a GTA knockoff, but it didn't take itself as seriously. So it was more about like, hey, you know what? Let's just kind of goof off in this world. And then in the third one, things started getting really weird. And you know, there's one where you go to hell and you're playing GTA in hell, and then there's one where you're the president of the United States with superpowers and you're fighting aliens, and
the most recent one.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that they and I think Antoine's right, where people have been asking for a GTA 6 for a while now, and all we're getting is new updates for GTA Online, and so maybe the Saints Row people were like, hey, this is the perfect opportunity to cut in on their territory, because they're not focused on this sort of thing. But it does still, looking at it, you can still tell that it definitely still kind of has that tongue-in-cheek nature to it that GTA doesn't quite have as much. So there is still a lot of goofiness to it and just absurdity. There's a part in the trailer where the person runs into a car and gets launched into the air, and then they hit another car and that car explodes and they get launched into the air again. And it's just this chain reaction of ridiculous explosions. But yeah, no, it does look like it's going to be a lot of fun. It does look like it just takes the fun aspects of GTA, the destruction and just the over the topness, and just cranks it up, and just let's just do really stupid stuff. We don't need a deep, thought-provoking, philosophical adventure here. We just need explosions and guns. So it does look like it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure.
When did you say it's gonna get released?
August 23rd, 2022.
August, and that's getting close to the end of the year. You think it'll be delayed to 2023?
Because it depends on COVID. Exactly. that is the only thing that it depends on, because still I think a lot of people are still doing remote work.
Yeah, anything for the first half of the year, I'm pretty confident will be released this year. But anything that's after July, I'm kind of like, it's still far enough out that we can have trouble.
See, I'm going to say the opposite way. I think anything in the first half of this year is going to get delayed. Of 2022 is going to get delayed.
Please don't do
that. I think anything in the second half, depending on whatever the next strain of the coronavirus is not that. It just depends.
Yeah, the reason I just say that is because I feel like anything that's in the first half is probably already close enough that, if they haven't delayed it already, then they're pretty confident it's going to be out. Like, for example, Horizon Forbidden West is going to release in February, in two months, or February 18th, so a month and a half, basically. I don't foresee them in the last month of the half being like, you know what, actually, no, we need to delay this. At this point, I'm like, either that it's going to be ready, or you have no clue what you're doing. So I'm pretty confident that one won't be delayed. But I kind of feel that, like, for instance, Forspoken, they haven't given this official date yet. I would be surprised if that releases in 2022. It has a 2022 date. Everybody was expecting it to be 2023, but they say 2022. I will not be surprised if it's 2023. But yeah, or like Elden Scrolls. That's got a pretty early release date. I don't foresee that being delayed.
Elden Ring, you mean? Elden Ring?
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be delayed either, because they're
because you said Elden Scrolls.
How did I say Elden Scrolls? Elden Ring. Elden Ring. Yeah, Elden Ring.
I knew what
No,
you meant,
but-
and Andre knew what you meant, but I had to clarify right
Did I
there.
say Elden Scrolls?
No,
Yeah.
but yeah, Elden Ring needs to be delayed if they want
The
to
Elder
be
Ring and
most
Elden
anticipated,
Scrolls, yes.
game for 3 years in a row.
This is why games shouldn't have similar titles. I get confused. All right, so it looks like we're gonna have just enough time for Antoine's second game.
Oh, damn it.